continue exploring the disc contents. Oh. I have more game to play. No. Okay, cool. Switch to rest mode. Disc 1. I have more game to play. Okay, so it says, by command of the head of the mysterious order of navigators, you must deliver a message to Targrad. All you know is that it contains a prophecy and that the scroll must not be opened until you arrive at the city palace. I think, is that the same one from last time? I don't know. Let's continue. You approach the crossing with the elder's letter in hand. This time you feel confident and do not even flinch when they shout. You hand the letter to the man who comes out. He turns the paper over and spits and takes it somewhere else. Somewhere inside. Wait here. About 10 minutes later, he returns. Turn around. He hands crosses his arms. Is that English? Now beat it. Are you letting me through? Of course not. The man grins and spits your feet. You have no password. We will not let you through without a password. I know the password. The knowledge surfaces in your mind as if it on its own. But you do not doubt it. The password is correct. Really? Then go on. Say it. The man is eyeing you with suspicion. The password is... Triandoc? That's the... Oh, it's the encryption thing I just got. Alright. If the password's correct, the man at the crossing frowns. Looks like he wanted to mess with you a bit more for fun. But you said the correct word, so there is no point dragging it out. He waves a hand. Come on. I will have you escorted to the other bank. Finally, you reach the other side of the river. You look back at the crossing. No one is seeing you off, and that's for the best. The last thing you want is to see the faces of those bandits again. You still don't understand how you knew the password. Surely it was the Lord who blessed you with the secret knowledge. That means he wants you to reach Targrad. That means your work is important. This understanding pushes you forward. Ahead, the swamps stretch out. The sun hides behind clouds more and more often. You walk forward, stepping lightly. Surely all of the difficulties are behind you. Targrad is not far now. You walk and walk. The swamps around look so alike that you stop knowing exactly where you are. Half an hour passes. An hour passes. You look at the map and realize you should have reached solid dry land, but the swamps don't end. Keep going forward. You sigh and keep moving. Maybe the map is inaccurate. Maybe you lost your way, but sooner or later, you'll reach somewhere if you stay on the path, right? Finally, you see a hut ahead and stop. Impassable swamps around it. How could anyone survive here alone? The house looks well kept, but somehow otherworldly. Let's head inside, I'm curious. The door is slightly open. You push it and step inside. The first thing you notice is a body lying almost on the threshold. Beyond it are herbs hanging from the ceiling. You realize some witch lives here. You lower your gaze to the body, or rather, lived here. You approach and stand directly over the corpse. A young woman lies face down, a sword protruding from her back. No one would voluntarily leave their weapon in a corpse. You look at the sword and realize it's quite expensive. You approach and grab the sword's hilt. Suddenly, your palms are burned by a cold like nothing you've ever felt. Reflexively, you pull your hands back. Okay, let's not try that again then. You decide to leave the sword in place. Something inside you resists the idea of further mutilating the body of a stranger. Perhaps you should even move her and bury her in the yard. But before you can bend down, a ghost rises from the body right before you. You recoil, unsure of what to do. Who are you? The ghost does not answer, only smiles. You see not a corpse, but a young woman. But don't be deceived, you remind yourself. Evil spirit remains evil spirit. What do you do? Let's freeze in place. You freeze in place, staring at the ghost. She tilts her head slightly and leans towards you. Good thing you didn't run. Her voice echoes somewhere in your head. You don't look away. You are on my territory anyway. Suddenly you realize something. Is it your doing that I can't get out of the swamps? The ghostly girl nods. You won't leave here until I allow it. And you realize she's not lying. But why does she need all this? What do you want from me? Help me, and I will let you go. The ghost flickers between clarity and a ripple, like a lake disturbed by a thrown stone. You involuntarily glance at the body lying beneath her. My murderers must face punishment, but first you must return what they stole from me. You don't know how to respond. It's like everything already has been decided for you, but maybe you should try something. Where do I find your murderers? They came from the village by the road. The home is there, and so is my stolen mirror. Bring it back to me. You nod resignedly. The ghost glides beside you, placing her hand on your cheek, or she would have if she were alive. Instead, you feel an unbearable cold. Your cheek goes numb, but you stand still, unmoving. The witch pulls away and gestures towards the sword protruding from her body. Take this sword. You might need it. Now go, and don't fail me. You step out of the hut and exhale shakily. A gentle breeze warms your chilled body. Rubbing your cheeks with your hands, you shrug off the lingering cold and adjust the bag on your shoulder. Now, a sword rests inside it. Okay. You still haven't fully processed what happened. Did you ever think you'd meet a ghost? Or help one? But you have no choice. The witch's magic won't let you leave the swamps. You must do as she asked. Burnt Village. You head towards the village. This time you don't wander and walk straight to it. At first you don't realize what's wrong, but then the sparse swamp trees part, revealing the full scene. The village is burned and pillaged. You freeze in place. There's so many victims. The wind carries the suffocating stench of smoke and burned flesh. You see corpses, such devastation. You want to flee, but your task holds you there. You must reach Targrad. I don't know why I keep trying to say Targard or something like that. Targrad, no matter the cost. Perhaps the witch's murderers are already dead. If so, bringing her the artifact might be enough. You hope it will satisfy her. You approach the edge of the ruined village, crouching and moving cautiously. Whoever destroyed this place couldn't have gone far. The witch's curse wouldn't allow it. Suddenly you hear voices. They're not begging for help or mourning the dead. They're discussing mundane things. You realize these are the ones who attacked the village. Like, watch for a little bit longer. You decide to stay hidden for now. Who knows what these men capable of destroying an entire village might do to you. Luckily, none of them notice you. You press yourself against the corner of a burned-out house and listen. One man has a deep voice with a slight, unfamiliar accent. The other speaks without an accent, his voice higher and almost shrill. How can a village like this have so few supplies? I'm starving and there's nothing, grumbles the one with the accent. We're gonna die here. These swamps are cursed and we've got no idea how to break the spell, the shrill one replies hysterically. Realize they're trapped here by the curse too, and they're hungry. I swear, Chief knows something, like why we're stuck here, the shrill one lowers his voice, forcing you to lean forward to hear. Cut it out. How would he know? The one with the accent seems less suspicious. Don't badmouth our leader. All right. It's just a theory. You hear the men. Okay, you hear the footsteps fade as the men walk away. Okay, let's follow him. You think the men might reveal more useful information. You follow them as quietly as possible, straining to listen, but you get too caught up and step on a dry, heat-cracked branch. It snaps loudly and the men hear it. Who's there? Come out now. Step out from my hiding spot. You step forward, raising your hands to show that you come in peace. Several tired-looking men stand before you. They grip their weapons tighter, eyeing you with a wary fear as you emerge from behind a half-burned house. A live one, says one of the men, slightly relaxing his shoulders. Who are you? You hear a faint accent in his voice, but you can't place it. Not that it matters right now. I'm just a messenger of the Order of Navigators. The men exchange glances at your words. Never heard of it. Where'd you come from? All the locals are long dead. They tense up again and start closing in on you. I'm stuck here, just like you. Now the men look at you differently. We've been trying to get out of here for who knows how long, says one who'd been silent until now. The other elbows him in the side. Just spill everything already. What's it matter? Maybe he's been sent to sort this mess and get us out. I know something. Maybe I can help. You realize this is your chance. There won't be another. The men stare at you as if weighing your words. Something you said clearly struck a chord. Suddenly, there's a noise nearby. From behind the ruins of another burned house, several more figures emerge. They're clearly part of the same band, exhausted, angry, and deeply terrified beneath it all. Who's this now? A tall man in leather armor stares at you. His mustache is sharply twisted, and his gaze drips with disdain and distrust. Your new acquaintances both snap to attention. Well, it seems this is the leader. You're already exhausted from dealing with bandits today. He says he's trapped here like us, says he might help. One of them introduces you. The leader squints and sneers. How's this runt supposed to help us? Can you even hold a sword? I know it will get us all out of here. You see the entire group staring at you. Hope flickering in their eyes. The leader, though, isn't convinced. Why should we trust you? Tell us what you know first, then we'll decide if you're worth believing. There are these bandits who wiped out an entire village. Trusting them completely would be foolish. What if they kill you as soon as they hear the truth? You decide to play it safe. It's because of the witch. She was killed and robbed by the people of this village. She sent me here to find what was stolen. If anything happens to me, she'll destroy everyone in the area. Of course, the witch never said you were particularly important, but the bandits don't need to know that. You see in their eyes that they believe you. Now they look at you with more respect than before. Some even step back slightly, as if afraid. So, what do you suggest we do? The leader asked, frowning and staring at you expectantly. We need to find the stolen mirror. Why come up with something new when the witch already gave you a clear path? Sure, you can't punish the guilty, but maybe that's for the best. The bandit leader frowns discontently. Something shifts in his movements, but you can't quite place it. You're distracted by the high-pitched voice of a young man standing just behind him. We did see a strange mirror that doesn't burn, a round one. The leader spins toward the young man and practically growls, "That's definitely not it." You freeze, as does the young man. That kind of reaction can only mean one thing. You have the mirror. The leader turns to you, glaring with disdain. And if I've got the mirror, so what? You're gonna take it from me? Think you're up for it? Fight him! You surprisingly draw your sword with ease. Traces of the witch's blood still stain the blade, and you pay it no mind. You have a goal, and nothing stands in your way. You grip the hilt tightly and lock eyes with the leader. Look at this serious guy, they mock, but you don't take the bait. The leader draws his weapon and comes at you, winding up for a strike. It's parry. But what does it matter? The fury of battle engulfs you, its fire burning hot. You meet the leader's strike with your blade, or try to, and the force of his blow obliterates your barely prepared defense. You're knocked to the side, tripping over a charred piece of wood and falling. You don't scream, no, just curse and struggle to get up. The leader steps closer and spits near you. For a moment you freeze, looking up at him. Too much pride, you little punk. He sneers, raising his sword above you. Send my regards to that witch of yours. Oh, he swings down. The blade cuts through your unarmored body like butter, slicing your heart. You die before you can take your final breath. Fuck. Oh, I gotta start a new game? Okay, so this time I grabbed the sword and pulled it from the body. Suddenly a wave of force throws you back. You hit the wall and catch your breath. Before you, the ghost of a murdered woman rises. The hut grows so cold that you start shivering, or is it fear? The ghost's face is twisted in rage. How dare you mock the body of an innocent victim? I only took the sword, but your voice... Oh, shit. Uh-oh, I think I fucked up. Roars and lunges at you. In a second, her semi-transparent hand plunges into your chest. You expect pain, but a second passes, another, nothing happens. The ghost recoils and hovers again over the body. Uh-oh. You cannot harm me? The ghost smiles and the wave of anxiety hits you. No! The pain radiates your back and arm. What about now? Do you like it? The voice falls to your knees. Breathing is now impossible. You barely understand what happened before unconscious leaves you, as does your life. Fuck! Alright, so don't pull the sword from the body. Got it. I'll... Damn. Okay, so we're back there. I think I'm going to confront these guys before they get back to the leader. I don't know if this is going to make a difference, but step out and confront them. You got nothing to lose. They're trapped here like you. Maybe they won't attack right away. If they do, death might spare you from carrying out the witch's errand. You step forward, raising your hands to show it can come in peace, blah, blah, blah. I'm just a messenger of the orders. I'm stuck here just like you. I think we should team. I know something. Maybe I can help. Oh, here's the leader. He's trapped here like us. Says he can help. I know what'll get us all out of here. Lie a little. You need to find the stolen mirror. You have the mirror. Fight him. Okay, so I'm going to dodge this time. We're going to dodge. You slide to the right, dodging the path of the strike. The sword whistles past your ear, but doesn't touch you. The leader spins with the momentum, trying to hit you again. You leap back. The other bandits haven't joined the fight yet. You see confusion on their faces. It's dawning on them that their leader is willing to sacrifice both his life and theirs for greed. You realize that you could call out to them, but doing so might distract you, leaving you open to leader's next strike. Oh, man. I might try to call out to them. Hope this doesn't get me killed. Notice a few bandits flinch, exchanging glances. You know, standing up alone against someone stronger is always terrifying, but there are so many of them. You hope for their common sense, and you're not wrong. The young man who mentioned the mirror is the first to raise his hand. He's really ready to cling to that mirror until he dies. Another man nods, grabbing his battle axe. Yeah, until we all die here like dogs. How many days have we been slogging through these swamps? My junk's already crawling with leeches. One by one, they start grumbling angrily. You love to listen, but the leader clearly plans to deal with you first before sorting out the others. He makes a subtle movement, and you barely dodge this time. His blade grazes your arm, nearly cutting to the bone. Uh-oh. You better, but better than your heart. You can hardly hold your sword, but it's no longer necessary. The rebelling bandits surround their leader. You see them arguing, but only until the young man sneaks up behind him and drives a dagger under his ribs. The leader wheezes and collapses. In a futile attempt to stay upright, he clutches at the air. No one moves up to help him. When he finally breathes his last, the young man rummages through his jacket and pulls out the mirror. All right, we'll patch you up and take the mirror to the witch, he says with a smile. Full game version required. I had to do all that just to get to there. Well, I died twice, but yeah, it's Tarkov. You die a lot. Oh, what? Last Spurt Pioneer. Dude, I gotta go to reserve. Is it like up a level or something? Oh, here we go. This is... Oh, it's right there, actually. Nice. Okay, so here's the final release version of the game. Let's put that in there. Okay, continue. The leader turns to you, glaring with disdain, and I've got the mirror, so what? You gonna take it from me? Think you're up for it? Okay, so here we go again. You surprisingly draw your sword with ease. Yeah. So we're gonna dodge, and then we're gonna call out to his men, and then I'm gonna take a hit. Okay. Oh, hold on. Did I miss something? No. Patch you up and take the mirror to the witch. Okay, okay. That's where you left off. All right. So suddenly everyone flinches back. Some cross themselves. Others curse. You jerk your head up and see the witch standing between you and the bandits. Vengeance. I need vengeance. She almost growls. Her hair is disheveled, writhing like snakes. Even if you feel uneasy, they're mine. But we didn't do anything. We didn't kill you. Someone shouts from the crowd. Everyone nods as if they could convince a bloodthirsty, overworldly being. Is it even worth getting involved? As soon as you speak, an icy band claps around your throat. You clutch your neck, gasping for air. They killed those who killed me. They took their sins upon themselves, the witch says without turning to you. You realize the undead have their own logic, beyond the grasp of the living. But you're not ready to accept it. You leap to your feet and charge at the ghost, as if you could actually do something, and you believe you can until the witch extends her hand and passes it straight through your chest. Oh, don't kill me! Oh my god. You seem to forget how to beat. You clutch your... He dives, screams, and... Okay. Son of a bitch. Fuck! I died right off the rip? I guess I gotta let him fucking... Let her slaughter them. Oh my god. Okay, so now we're back. This is no longer your business. I'm just gonna... Okay, you close your eyes. Maybe they didn't kill the witch, and they burn the entire village. Perhaps this is for the best. You keep your eyes shut until the last scream and dying gasp fade. When it's over, the witch is beside you. Bring me the mirror. Okay, she touches you and a chill spreads from the contact of your body. Your wounds close. Breathing becomes easier and the pain fades. Find the mirror. Oh, she healed me. It's clear the witch didn't do this out of kindness. She wants you to fulfill her demand quickly. You realize that the witch needs you to deliver the artifact. You approach what's left of the bandits. The witch tore them apart like a wild beast. It's painful to look at what remains of them, but you need to find the artifact. Finally, you find the mirror. Nothing special, just a small, worn silver mirror. It must be very important to the ghost. You turn, hoping to speak with her, but there's no one there. This time, you reach the hut in mere minutes. It must be the witch's magic. Inside, it's as quiet as before. The body lies in the same spot. Place the mirror beside it. As soon as you set the mirror next to the body, the ghost appears. The witch smiles, almost in tears. For a moment, you forget she slaughtered so many hardened warriors in an instant. You fulfilled my request. She nods gratefully. You notice her ghostly form starting to dissolve, beginning at her feet. Thank you. She drifts closer, brushing your cheek with her fingertips. You feel the familiar chill. We'll meet again, sooner than you think. What are you talking about? The witch doesn't respond, only smiling softly, knowingly. Her body has almost completely dissolved. Only her head remains. Don't fear death. It comes for everyone, she says, then vanishes completely. Oh. Well, I've already died several times. Targrad. The day is already drawing to a close when you find yourself near Targrad. You see its silhouette on the horizon and let out a sigh. Your journey is nearing its end. Finally. You're exhausted. Too many times your life hung by a thread. But no matter. Soon you'll be able to rest a little before returning to the Order. You're already living for those thoughts. But now's not the time to get distracted. One final push remains. You want to deliver the scroll before sunset so you can rest peacefully. They're obligated to provide you with quarters for that. You quicken your pace. The road is bustling. Wealthy folk ride in the city in carriages. Peasants trudge on foot. But something feels off about the people. The air is tense. You chalk it up to your own exhaustion. At last you reach the central gates and see a crowd gathered before them. Cold sweat grips you. Is the city sealed? What does this mean? How will you get inside? You quicken your pace and approach the crowd. Most are here peasants, traveling light. Some are angry, others resign, and some clearly frightened. You spot makeshift tents and bedding made of wilted grass. It seems some have been waiting for days. The atmosphere of fear presses down on you. Ahead, you see a guard arguing with someone. Linger a bit. You decide to assess the situation first. This impromptu encampment at Targrad's walls is steeped in despair. You want to find out what's happened. Glancing around, you notice two young men. They're sturdy, fair-haired, dressed in simple tunics and dust-covered bast shoes. They're chatting and laughing, standing out like bright sparks against the local gloom. You head straight for them. They fall silent as they notice you, then flash identical smiles, and you instantly know they're brothers. Greetings, traveler. What's the matter? Says one, freckled and cheerful, waving at you. You notice he's missing a front tooth. The other, shorter but broader, shouldered, crosses his strong arms and taps his foot impatiently, but doesn't join the conversation yet. I just arrived and don't understand what's going on here. The young men stare at you unblinking. The one whose missing tooth suddenly laughs. Well, we've all been through it, he says, clapping you on the shoulder with all of his youthful strength. Youthful strength! God, dude. You hold your ground, barely swaying. The brothers smile at you and you manage an awkward smile back. Come on, let's sit. Why stand around? They lead you to a fallen log and sit you down. A moment later, one of them shoves a flask into your hand. Go on, drink. Don't be shy. We're all friends here. You have no choice but to take a sip. As expected, it's some kind of strong brew, and you can't even tell what it is. So what are you doing here? Running from those soldiers too, eh? One brother asks, and the other chimes in. We had to abandon everything. Our home, our livestock. It's probably all in ruins by now. We haven't properly introduced ourselves. I'm Yaropolk. Just call me Yarrick, and this is Svatopolk. The toothless one says, pointing him first to himself, then to his brother. You introduce yourself in return. What's with the crowd? They won't let us in. Svat. We're going to call him Svat. Throws up his hands, and Yarrick corrects his brother. They'll let us in, but you got to pay or someone vouch for you. So we're hassling every merchant, hoping they'll hire us to haul their goods. Both brothers spit in near unison. Yarrick continues, word is the city might close off to everyone soon. We want to get in before that happens. You're surprised. Close off. There's no siege and no plague is ravaging the area. You're sure they'll let you in, but these lads, maybe you should help them? I wonder if I can give them 5 coins. You rummage around your satchel in silence, ignoring the brothers' curious glances. They're good lads. The war between Karhu and Turva took their old lives, and they deserve a fresh start. Finally, you find your coin pouch and pull out a couple of coins. You'll keep some for yourself just in case. Here, this should help. The brothers stare at you wide-eyed. Yarrick snaps out of his first. What, is this a joke? You shake your head and hold out the pouch. Slowly he takes it and looks bewildered. Svat, on the other hand, throws his arms around you. Thank you, kind soul, thank you. You've saved our lives. We're going to make it now. We'll name our first sons after you. Spend the money wisely. The brothers nod in unison. Svat has already tucked the coin pouch away. Somewhere. Smart move, not flashing it around. We're going to head to the city right now. You shake your hands and say goodbye. Your heart feels light. You know you did the right thing. You approach the guard, who's surrounded by a crowd. Everyone's shouting, pleading, talking over each other. It's a chaotic mess. Suddenly the guard bellows, line up, you sons of bitches, line up! The crowd shrinks back in fear. The guard continues. First come those with official business in Targrad. You realize this is your chance. You raise your hand, with so many people around you, no one notices, especially not the guard. I have official business in Targrad that can't be delayed. Everyone turns to look at you, then parts to make way. The guard eyes you sternly, frowning. Your appearance doesn't seem to convince him. The official letter with all its seals instantly convinces the guard. He gives a brief bow and directs you towards the gates. Twice more, you're asked to show the letter before being allowed to proceed, but 20 minutes later, you finally find yourself at the city square. A crowd stands before you, not idle strollers or market shoppers, but angry and frightened people. You overhear talk about keeping refugees out and closing the gates immediately. The guards try to calm the crowd, but it's no use. They're met with a barrage of curses and accusations of delay, that they should have driven everyone away from the walls long ago. Both sides are getting angrier. It's a step away from a clash. You feel you can make a difference. I'm going to intervene. You realize you can't just let this slide. What else will calm the crowd and explain that's right? No one. Maybe this was your true mission all along. You push back through the crowd. Ahead, there's a cart loaded with crates, perfect to use as a makeshift platform. I've got to climb up there. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. You clamber up on the cart. The crates beneath you creak and wobble. The cart owner yells something, trying to pull you down. You push him away with your foot and raise your arms. People start turning to look, wondering who's lost their mind. Some laugh, but most just stare, waiting to see what you'll do next. Appeal to their human qualities. We're all human, and it's natural to feel fear. Your voice soft and unassuming at first grows stronger with each word, but fear only holds us back. War is spreading across these lands. Are you truly ready to abandon people just like you? More and more faces turn towards you. You see their emotions, their doubts. Taking a deep breath, you continue. Treat others as you'd want to be treated. Would you want to be left outside the gates, hungry, miserable, and freezing? A murmur ripples through the crowds. Someone shouts that it's not their problem, but most seem moved by your words. Suddenly, someone grabs your elbow. You flinch, instinctively trying to twist free, but the grip is firm. You turn to see it's a guard. That's enough. Show's over. Get down and come with us. Let's comply. The crowd in the square grumbles as you step down from the cart. Your speech truly inspired them, but resisting now would only bring bigger trouble. You obediently follow the guards who push through the crowd with shoves and fists. They lead you through the narrow streets. You try to memorize the path, but after a few turns, you're already confused. Was the last one right or left? Eventually, you abandon the futile effort. The guards don't speak, just keep marching you forward. Finally, you find yourself in front of the palace. You freeze, earning a sharp jab in the ribs. This is what you needed to do. This is where you needed to go. Coincidence, or were the guards acting on the ruler's orders? Well, we're here. The lords are already waiting for you. One of the guards, the same one who spoke to you earlier, lets go of you and waves toward the tall doors. Lords? There's more than one? Yep, 6 of them. That's it. No more questions. Go on before we drag you by force. You're nudged in the back. You're led inside the palace. The atmosphere is oppressive. There are few servants, and they move almost on tiptoes. You're stopped before grand wooden doors 3 times your height. The guard order you to spread your arms and let them search you. They pat down your sides, arms, and thighs, rummaging through your travel bag, but find nothing of interest. With sour expressions, they return your bag without commenting on what just happened. You're brought into the throne room. You try not to gawk at your surrounding, but it's hard. The hall is lavish, yet neglected. Cobwebs cling to corners and a stain on the floor. Wine or blood hasn't been fully scrubbed out yet. At the far end, 6 chairs stand, only 3 occupied. They look recently placed. Guard brings you closer, then stop. They bow and then step aside. No one's holding you, but you know one wrong move and you'll get cut down without hesitation. You study the 3 before you. A burly man about 40 sits in the center, legs spread wide. To his right, a gaunt woman, her lips pursed so tightly her chin trembles. To his left, a young man, bored, propping his head on his hands. None of them seem pleased to be bothered. The other 3 lords are either absent or couldn't be bothered to show. The man in the center speaks first. So, this is the one trying to fill the rabble's heads with ideas? The disdain in his voice makes you bristle. You know, given more time, the people in the square would have listened, but you were seized and dragged here. Such arrogance, the woman says with a smile, her eyes ice cold. We don't need that in Targrad. I'd have slit his throat rather than drag him here, the young man mutters, too engrossed in his nails to even glance at you. The man in the center eyes you closely. So, what are you supposed to do in our city? You smirk. You came to the king's city, not theirs. How quickly things change. But it doesn't matter. You have a goal, and you need to stick to it. Must deliver prophecy to you. I have something I can only share with the local ruler. I must deliver a prophecy to you from the Order of Navigators. A prophecy? What nonsense, woman laughs hoarsely, covering her mouth with her hand. You stand still, waiting it out. They can laugh all they want, but every prophecy of the Order of Navigators leader has always come true. Targrad will have to accept it. Targrad is in no such place for superstitious nonsense, the young man chimes in, looking at you with mockery. We deal in science. You can simply hear the prophecy without believing. You don't understand every prophecy. Okay. You strive to stay calm and composed. They may not believe in prophecies, but they must hear it. It's your duty. Without this, you might as well not return to the order. The youth wants to say something, but the man in the center chair raises his hand, stopping him. Is that all you need for us to read the prophecy from your order? What are they called again? The navigators? You nod. The man beckons you closer. A faint glimmer of interest flickers in his eyes. Well, it looks like you managed to pique his curiosity. Hand me the scroll. I'll read it. You calmly pull the scroll from your bag. For a moment, it seems to glow, but you blink at the effect vanishes. Strange, perhaps you're just exhausted. Come on, don't dawdle, the woman says, her lips curling in annoyance as she notices your hesitation. We have other matters to attend to besides your prophecy. The way she spits out the last word makes it clear she doesn't believe in it either. Well, that's your problem. And this city's. You step closer and hand the scroll to the man in the center. You watch as the man breaks the seal on your order, prying open the edge of the scroll with his fingers. For a moment, you see blue sparks again. You frown and shake your head. It seems you desperately need some sleep. The sparks grow brighter. You blink, and everything is flooded with blue light. You feel the magic emanating from the scroll within your entire being. It seeps into you, piercing through you, destroys you. But you feel no pain. You cease to exist. Detaching, thinking, looks like I've become death itself. Indeed. You've gotten right up to the heart of it. Whoa, there's a QR code. What does that do? It's a YouTube video. Oh, it's something revealing the release of Tarkov. Huh, it's like a release trailer that brings you to YouTube. Release trailer. Huh, okay. That's neat. So that's the end of the game. That was the alpha, the beta, and then the full release. That's funny.